Hey guys, we are Robin and Laura, the team behind BackpackerGuide.NZ, and as you know, we have just finished doing our 365 days of 365 activities in New Zealand, and to sort of another wrap-up video, as we've done a couple for you already, is going to be about our most memorable moments of New Zealand's biggest gap year. And we're going to do it a little bit more personal because we know what activities we've done so far, but let's talk about more of the personal awesome moments or not so awesome moments that we had on New Zealand's biggest gap year. So start off, Robin.
All right, so we're going to be starting with the time when I broke my arm. Obviously that was unexpected. It's not something you really plan. But I mean, it was memorable because it definitely really did impact our trip quite a lot, and especially around the end of the trip, it's kind of like, oh man, there's just 1 month left on that trip and this just happened. But we definitely made the best of it. I knew almost instantly my arm was broken. I held my arm in the kind of recovery position. You guys saw that on the video. I have done that before actually, and then the funny part is that I did break my arm literally on camera. The footage was a bit rocky and everything, so that's why on the edit I kind of cut it, and also it's a nice dramatic effect. But yeah, so the funny part is that I broke it on camera, which is kind of fitting because we did so much on camera during that year. So yeah, holding recovery position, Laura was like a true hero. She drove us to the hospital. She then complained for the whole time we were waiting. It was all about Laura when waiting.
Oh, come on.
And then after I got the most fancy cast ever. So anyway, I thought that was a really cool, very cool, memorable moment. And it's not because it was a bad thing, honestly. Yes, technically, if you think about it, breaking an arm is a bit of a bad thing, but I actually look back at it really fondly. I'm like, yeah, of course it had to happen. Of course.
You can't go through 365 days without something crazy happening.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was sure. I mean, honestly, it had to happen.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
So, thanks for taking one for the team.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you know what? I'm always here for that. Anyway, Laura, next.
So, another memorable moment has to be when you passed out when doing a bungee jump.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, that was crazy. Robin is seriously afraid of heights. So, and I've never actually seen anyone look so petrified in my life when you are about to jump off the ledge bungee. And with this bungee jump, you have to do a running jump. It's not like a normal bungee jump where you've got it around your legs and you just fall like a bag of potatoes. This one is like a freestyle bungee jump where you actually have to have the will to run and take a leap into the abyss, which it is very terrifying, but bit too much for you to handle, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, and that was really funny to there is this moment that I'm gonna play right now.
I just wanna get pumped, yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
I wanna go do it right now. I'm gonna do this.
That's it, that's the attitude.
This moment is just so funny, honestly. Just look at the face of Laura, it's just so hilarious. And what's really funny as well is that I actually did do a bungee jumping before a few years ago, and probably I was younger or I don't know, drunker, I don't know what the hell it was, but I actually did it before, and I'm okay with skydiving. I literally love skydiving. It's just the weirdest. Anyway, moving on to the next one. Another memorable moment for me was when the campervan broke down. So again, first it did break down multiple times, but we're gonna stick to the time when we literally had to get rid of the campervan and buy a smaller car, like a hatchback. Again, it sounds like a crazy, terrible moment, but at first I hated driving that camper, so I was finally done with it. That was really awesome.
How old was that campervan?
It was
older than you.
Yeah, it was older. I think it was 34 years old. Or something.
Yeah.
It's just nonsense. Second, we actually came up with a plan. Even during the Christmas period, we came up with a plan. We made it work, and that was absolutely crazy to actually, it was a come from behind. It was the underdog story of Christmas Day. It was just crazy. I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved overcoming all of that. And
how did we overcome it?
So we had Juicy, that was awesome, that helped us with the car for the wee while we were sorting things out. And then we literally sold the campervan for part, and we bought a smaller car with the money that we had, and we actually did have some money left, so that was pretty good. We did lose some money on the price of the campervan though, but to be fair, if we were to compare it to rental for the amount of time that we had, it was still a win, so I'm not really too upset with that. And it gave us the opportunity also to spend so much more time in Akaroa, which we didn't plan, so we basically got an extra 5 or 6 days in Akara, which is an amazing town, such an underrated place. So all in all, breaking down the Campervan, awesome as well.
Yeah.
All right, you wrote, Laura, that one of your most memorable moments involved fish and chips and seagulls.
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking
So
about?
literally, I think this was like day 5 on the trip. It was really funny. We were in a little town in the Coromandel called Whitianga. And yeah, we got ourselves some fish and chips because, you know, that's the classic New Zealand thing to do when you're at the seaside. And we went to go and sit and have our fish and chips, and we noticed around us that we are getting circled by seagulls, and they start to get, you know, their numbers start to get bigger, the noise starts to get louder, and at one moment I think we go off to go take a picture or something, leaving our chips behind. And oh my god, I've never seen such a crazy, like, chaos, like, massacre of a fish and chips. These seagulls went absolutely nuts, and we absolutely had nothing left after that. They ate an entire meal of fish and chips.
And I just want to point out something. On the video, there's quite a lot of people that have commented that we did set that up, you know, it was too well filmed and all those kind of things. We just got so lucky.
We just threw a GoPro in there and ran.
Yeah.
And
so basically what happened is that we had the GoPro on the table.
Yeah.
The seagulls went crazy, so they had the, you know, they got a GoPro that fell on the floor, which gave us the one shot. And then they were just, you know, they were just right here. So we had the GoPro in my hand that was actually filming, because we were taking some pictures, so it was already on. So I just threw it, like literally just threw it, and it landed like in the right place, we were just absolutely lucky for that one. So it wasn't planned and pre-made, and it wasn't skill. It was just sheer dumb luck. I just want to, you know, set that clear for the record, because a lot of people were mentioning that on the comments. So I just want to say this one.
Yeah.
All right. Another one of my memorable moments, and I'm just gonna stay away from breaking things, you know, from arm and camper. I just want to talk about that day when we did scuba diving with Paul Knight Island Scuba. Is that the name? Yeah.
Oh, Dive Tutukaka.
Dive Tutukaka. So we were on the Paul Knight Island. We did an amazing day scuba diving, and we see a massive bunch of seals on the rocks. They start swimming. They're super inquisitive and everything, and we get the opportunity. And that was supposed to be off camera, right? So it's not supposed to happen at all during the tour, and that's why I made a separate episode about it. And those seals were super inquisitive, so we start swimming with them, and they come super close, and I actually had a moment with those marine mammals, and that was so amazing. I'm even at a loss for words for how amazing this experience was. They came to check me out. They were visiting, you know, Robin. They were having a tour and looking at this weird ass human in the water. It was just so much fun. It was so playful. I just had such a blast, and we actually were more than, like, you know, quite a few people off the boat. Laura did stay on the boat, but quite a few people on the boat actually decided to jump on the water and check them out. It was amazing. You can see my eyes right now just talking about it. I just loved every second of it.
Yeah, and I think it just shows that how intelligent, like, a lot of creatures are. Like, we've done something with dolphins as well, and you can see them coming and checking us out and actually looking at us, and you can see thoughts running through their mind.
Yeah. All right, Laura, so on the notes right here, I have cheese, robin, stuffing, and bidet?
Yeah.
Birthday, yeah. Bidet.
Well,
all right.
on the bidet. So on Robin's birthday, which was the day that we actually went and did some archery in Methven, but on the morning of his birthday, I made him a not so traditional cheesecake. It was literally like little wheels of cheese stacked up on top of each other, and you know, I thought we maybe would eat that over a few days, but no, as soon as Robin saw that was what his cake was, he literally demolished that, and we were sat out in the sun in the backpackers that we were staying at the Methven Mount Hutt bunkhouse, and yeah, we were sat out in the sun. We had like some fresh tomatoes and all this blue cheese melting everywhere, and it was just like, and Robin like almost had the entire thing to himself, just like classic French guy.
No regrets. I loved it. Alright, another one of my memories, a funny one. That's that day when Laura saw aliens and we were doing the cruise from the North Island to the South Island. So let me just set a little bit let me set the scene a little bit for you guys. So we are on the Inter-Islander ferry. We are making our way from Wellington all the way down the Cook Strait to go to Picton. This is how you go from the North Island to the South Island. We are lucky to actually do a beautiful night sunset cruise. It was amazing. The views were fantastic. Actually, that was the other way around. Was it from Picton to Wellington?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys.
I mean, they're just details. You don't need to get them.
It's the same place. You just go one way or the
Yeah.
other. So we were from Picton to Wellington. Apologies for that, guys. And you know, we got lucky to be invited to go check out where the captain operates and everything, which is quite cool and everything. So we see all those stuff.
Is it called the bridge?
Yeah, the
We go
bridge.
to
Yeah, the bridge. Yeah, we go to the bridge and Laura sees something shiny in the sky, which definitely totally is 100% a plane. Let's just make that clear. Or even just the moon or a star. Like, no, it has no alien features whatsoever. It was just a shiny
How do you
dot.
know? How do you know what aliens look like, Robin?
And Laura starts
I know.
panicking. Like, literally, I've never seen her panic that much. She was really, like, out of breath. She was hyperventilating. She was really panicking. She was terrified. Absolutely terrified. I've not seen her scared that much, panic that much. And obviously, as a loving boyfriend, I obviously, you know, don't help whatsoever. And I say, yeah, you're right. It's going down. Yeah, it's going down. It's coming up.
You believed it was
Yeah,
aliens too. You try and make it seem like that's not the case for the film, but yeah, you
So-
definitely had a doubt to start with. Not necessarily aliens. I don't know why we jumped to the conclusion of aliens, but it looked like it could be a meteorite or something about to impact the Earth. Was probably a more plausible thing. It was neither, because unless they tried to cover it up.
My
But we won't turn this into an episode of Ancient Aliens.
No, it's not here. But look at this Mayan carving of this guy looking like an astronaut, and you will
Heading for New
understand.
Zealand.
Yeah.
There's a New Zealand map in the background.
Yes. All right. So that was one of my funniest moments in the entire trip. I've never seen Laura like that, and that was just so good. And to wrap it up, the last memorable moment that was something that Laura and I both actually came up with. It was doing those kind of Dairies / testimonials that you see at the beginning of the episode, where you kind of
video
tell
diaries,
you this is what we do, you know. And we had a lot of fun doing those things because at the same time we were recording the audios for the video. I don't know if you knew that, guys, but yeah, basically, you know, the part that you say is basically like, hey, today we're gonna go swim with dolphins. But then we keep on talking for the whole time, so like that you have some audios to put with the video, and us we tell you some facts, what is still fresh in our minds. And we had a lot of fun doing that because we're doing them one after the other, and yeah, there was a lot of bloopers, let's say, out of it, and we actually did use quite a lot of those at the end of the each
Yeah,
video.
and you guys seem to really like our bloopers at the end of the videos, which was quite funny. Some of them were like not so funny, but yeah, some of them were quite like, what?
Some of them just made us laugh more than anything.
Yeah, I
but
think so.
But yeah, and sometimes most of the comments on the videos are about the bloopers rather than the awesome activities we did before. So it looks like you guys really like bloopers. I feel like we should have done
We should do a blooper reel. Should we do a blooper reel? Put in the comments below if you think we should do a blooper reel.
Everybody's gonna want a blooper reel.
Or say no, that is boring. Don't do that, guys.
Yeah, we should have done a blooper reel of the whole New Zealand stuff, like literally 365 days, 365 blooper reels.
Oh god.
That's it. Anyway, alright, so that's basically our most memorable moments. We really had a blast on the road, and let's be honest, we did love mostly doing all those activities, but we'll come up with those as kind of best of style videos. And also, we are going to be coming up live really soon on YouTube to answer all your questions about planning your trip in New Zealand. So just make sure to hit subscribe so you get your notification when we do that. Notification. And look at that, that's another blooper for you guys. Anyway, on that note, keep traveling awesome, have fun on the road, keep exploring New Zealand, and we'll be back really soon with another video. Bye bye, guys.